Welcome to a new Lambda class daily for the Ethereum consensus client. I'll go look for the YouTube link. Seems like it's taking a while today. Oh, it says live, I think. Yeah, I got it. And we can start with the updates. Gaston, do you want to go first?
Sure. Yesterday, I finished modularizing the SSC library into different submodules. I also moved it out from the Lambda Ethereum consensus module. It's now an independent one. And also organized the benchmark that we have for the SSC library in a specific file. I'm now fixing a bug that we have when trying to decode a fixed size container when the byte string received is shorter than expected. And I recently fixed that one, but I'm trying to see if we have the same problem with variable size containers. After that, I think I will be normalizing the error messages that we have and maybe made them more descriptive. And that's
that sounds great. I think that we have stuff like not printing the sizes that are the errors. Like we have. I think that you encountered one that's a good example. Like offset out of the like expected zone, but you don't know which is the offset and offset and where is the zone. Or I don't remember if we added that recently, but that kind of stuff, having it printed out would be a great addition.
Yes.
Great work on that. Thank you. The next one is Martin.
Yeah, sorry. Hello everybody. So I've been working on storing the blobs when building a block. So we get the blobs and the commitments from the execution client, and one step was storing them, which I already did, and the next step is also publishing on the appropriate gossip topic alongside with the blog. So there's a ticket for that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to start working on that since I have a flight in a couple of hours, but yeah, that would be the next step. So yeah, tomorrow when I arrive, I'm gonna see what to work on next. That's it for me.
Okay, thank you. I think that we got a little bit cut from what you were saying, but correct me if I'm wrong. You worked on storing the blobs. The next step is publishing them on the gossip topic, and you have a flight today. Are those the three things, or am I missing one?
Yeah,
that's awesome. Thank you. Just wanted to confirm. The next one is Tomas.
Yeah, yesterday I was working on. I added quite a bit of PRs, some small improvements like tweaking the recode options and fixing some bugs, but mostly I did a small refactor of the validator module to improve the state updates we do there. Basically, we had an inconsistent state at some steps, and so I fixed that. Also, I improve the filtering of attestations in our operations collector module. We had two old attestations that were too old to include on new blocks, and we were including them in those new blocks. So I added some filters for that. And today I'm gonna work on. I was working on adding, on making the execution payload building async. so we can start before actually producing the beacon block. It should be a small PR. It's just splitting the building part into two parts and calling them on different parts of the validator workflow. After that, I was gonna continue maybe on adding on adding the proofs for the blobs, or maybe something else. We can talk about that after the daily. Oh, and also I checked the kurtosis module, and I think for the integration we only need to Dockerize our consensus client, and after that just add some glue code in the in a fork of the kurtosis repo.
That's awesome. That's a great big next step for us, having that level of testing. So thanks for taking care of that. As for myself, I spent most of the day with Elixircom stuff. As I was telling the team before the daily, I fly to a conference tomorrow, so I will probably be with very little work on the client for the next 3 days, from Wednesday to Friday. I have been working on a bit on the PR that I had opened. Thanks, Chaha, for the review. I've mostly been doing some refactors because the big problem I had is that I moved most of the code from the Beacon node to a new file called genesis.x, but there were some significant changes there, especially related to the deposit contract. The deposit tree. So I just had to fix all of those. I still have one outstanding point from it, which is figuring out what to do with local testnets with the deposit tree. I don't know if the Lighthouse testnet generates anything for that, and if not, we might need to figure that out. But I think that we can leave that for after the PR and have solve that in a different PR. For now, I will just have nil snapshots, like when you don't do checkpoint sync. And that should work, at least for having a consistent node working. The bad thing about that is that it will not bring up the validator, which is what we want the local testnet for. So again, win some, lose some. I will finish the PR as soon as possible. And then in a new PR, we can tackle we can figure out what they are doing for the deposit tree. So yeah, that's my updates. Do we have any final comments or questions? All right, then. If that's the case, then thank you all for joining. See you all, well, not myself tomorrow, but the rest of you probably tomorrow. So see you soon.
See ya.